My name is Walter Chavez. And really the only cultural identifier that comes to mind is my ethnicity. I'm Puerto Rican. Culturally, I'm Puerto Rican. But I'm half Puerto Rican, half Mexican. Both my parents are half Puerto Rican and half Mexican. But we were all raised primarily Puerto Rican. But other than that, I can't really think of any other identifiers. And part of the problem is that I think when it comes down to identifying yourself in society, a lot of ways you can identify yourself come with a lot of baggage. There's always stereotypes, there's always assumptions about different races, different, opinions of people. Are you a Republican or a Democrat? Are you a Sox fan or a Cubs fan? And I think for me, my experiences make up my identity more than any categories that I may fit in. So yeah, I was born in Chicago. I'm 22, was born in the 90s. I'm a college student. My parents were born and raised in Humboldt Park. There's different ways, like I can tell people about me, but it doesn't exactly tell people who I am. I could tell people that I'm Hispanic and I'm Puerto Rican, and who knows the type of thing they would assume about me. I barely speak Spanish. Like I understand it. I don't speak it very well. I just feel like for me, my experiences are what matter more than any identity labels. And I kind of prefer it that way. I feel like, my experiences, my parents' experiences, and the experiences I've seen from others have shaped who I am. My education has shaped me. I've been able to, I've been inspired by certain ideas, and I've been inspired to think differently and more open-mindedly. But I just can't put my finger on specific categories. And I think that's good as an educator because, it's that whole, the dichotomy between the individual, individualism and unity. On one hand, it's good to belong to a group, but at the same time, everyone is different in their own way. And I think when I look at identity that way, I'm able to see that regardless of your background, regardless of where you come from, regardless of your ethnicity, your culture, everybody's ultimately different. Everyone has different experiences. Everyone goes through their own thing. And I think as an educator, it's important to acknowledge that. And it makes, individual students more important. The things that those students have gone through. The likes and dislikes of those students. I think if you take the time to get to know your students individually, it makes a huge difference as opposed to just assuming you know them because of their background or because of their, cultural identifiers.